Hello, everyone out there in internet land. Welcome back. You have arrived at the place where you intended to be. Andrew and Parth's Party Zone, DevTools and DevCools. How are you doing today, Parth? How are you feeling?
It is amazing. The weather is great. Yep, here in Toronto, and I'm excited for the stream today.
Yeah, me too. Also, I don't know if you've noticed people watching this stream, if you're here in chat, Parth and I actually messaged each other this morning. We said, what should our attire be for this stream? And we both said blue hoodie. But I'm a zip hoodie guy. I'm a zip hoodie guy. I think Parth, you may be a pullover hoodie guy.
I'm wearing the old logo DevCycle hoodie.
Limited edition DevCycle hoodie. So behind me, behind my wonderful green screen here, I have all these boxes. But on the other side, I don't know if we can see, I have a shelf and there's just a bunch of hoodies that are up there. But I feel as though you now have a limited edition thing. Those will never, ever be produced again. Why, you may ask, if you're watching this stream, if you've come in, because Togglebot has been upgraded, degraded, some kind of grading. I really like the new Togglebot. I'll be honest with you. Like, it was a subtle change. And just in case you're wondering, if you've never watched this stream before, you have no idea what DevCycle is, we'll talk about that in a minute. It's not why you're here. You're here for Parth's award-winning personality, for my energy, and for a little bit of code. But this was our old logo. This is what DevCycle used to look like. Also, it's like on Parth's backdrop there. So like, we basically just like, I don't know if this, I would say this is like an evolved version of it. It's kind of like Togglebot's little brother, or like Togglebot's like baby cousin, but I feel like there's an energy change.
Yeah, there is definitely an energy change. Actually, so I was at the first robotics competition, and they saw the new logo, and they've seen the old logo as well. And everybody was like, the new logo looks a lot cleaner. It looks a lot friendlier.
Interesting.
Like, that's nice.
That's good feedback. That's kind of how we feel. Like, I felt like, I don't know. I genuinely like Togglebot. The previous Togglebot was really fun, but it just like, there was something there. I think the big thing is like the big, like anime kind of eyes. Like before he had regular size eyes. They were just like a regular cartoon character eyes. But now we've gone after the anime style, like huge eyes to face ratio. I think it pays off. Yeah, we've got a ton of new swag. Do I have some socks? I think I might have some socks in the background. I do. So we got these socks produced. Hold on, there's the camera. We got these socks produced for KubeCon, and they even did like this awesome custom like branding that goes on them. And then we got Dice made up some custom D20s that I think we might have I've talked about on previous streams before. All right, let's move this over a little bit more. Let's fix that. I might need to zoom in on myself a little bit more to fix the screen stuff that I just did. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, like so much good swag with the new logo. So, but we have no swag in the office. It's all been shipped to France. Nothing.
Not yet. At least.
Not yet. Yes, exactly. But some of it will probably come back with us. I have a suspicion that there'll be a little bit of it that maybe not though. Maybe there's did you see the number of folks that are going to be at this event for us next week?
I think it's like around 11 or 15. I don't know exactly what number it is, but somewhere around that line, I think.
I was like right in the middle. Well done. Yes, there's like 12,000. We got the notice. There's going to be 12,000 people at this event. So even if only 1% of the people that are coming to this event drop by the booth and they all get swag, like that cuts our swag supply down significantly. Yeah, but it's going to be good. I also am super curious, Parth. How do you feel? I'm going to add this as a background for a second, but how are you feeling about the upgrade on, come on, upgrade, upload. Let's go. Oh, this takes so long. What do you think of the upgrade on our background? Like, how do you feel?
It looks really nice. I was about to mention, I'm like, this looks really, like, the new cards look really clean.
We're looking legit now.
Yeah.
We're looking legit. I feel as though we're true streamers now.
We're true streamers. Yeah.
We've made it. We made it. I did this one up where is it? I did one up for another stream too, and I'm like, which of these do I like better? I don't know, but either way, I think that this is a sign that we've made it in this industry. So if you're here watching on the stream, tell us how much we've made it. We want to hear you hype up our egos. That's really why we do this, not to share awesome stuff with you, but really just to make ourselves feel even better about ourselves. And look at those amazing faces. Let me get that banner up there again. Look at these people. Look at how awesome we look. Fantastic. So Parth, if folks are showing up and they've never been here before, I got to go over to X and make sure our audio is working. What exactly is DevTools and DevCools?
DevTools and DevCools, as it says, decoding the helper from the hype. I think it's our way of checking what the hype is around, what technology people are trying to use, and just checking if it's useful or not to people, or if it's just a bunch of hype all around it for not. But yeah, I think that's how I would kind of describe it as.
Amazing. That's great. And that was awesome. That encapsulated this very well. Yeah, we're here to show you cool stuff. That's what we're here for. We're here to show you cool stuff and to tell you if it's actually cool or not. And I have a feeling there's some people in the house from the cool stuff that we are exploring today. Because this got a lot of hype. And I will say every time that we do that Parth comes on stream, our viewership goes up intensely. I don't know what your Riz is so high, Parth, like just ridiculously. So whatever it is, every time we stream, a lot of people show up. But I also think the topic of our stream today is drawing in a lot of people, because the hype that we are investigating today is hype that we are making. And by we, I kind of just mean me, because I'm the one that does all of our social media posting. But we've been hyping OpenFeature a lot. If you have seen in the past little while, you may have even seen this like card overlay. We've been hyping this up a lot.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that we've been hyping this up so much is because we have really taken the stance at DevCycle, and this isn't a sales pitch to you if you're watching this stream, but we've really kind of decided that, like, if we're going to get people into the feature flagging world, we're going to get them into the feature flagging world in a way that doesn't require them to have to use us. But eventually you're going to need a feature that only DevCycle offers. And so we want you to have a way to go between all of these different providers, all these different vendors in a really like impactful way. And then come to us of your own accord. We want there to be intrinsic motivation for you to come. That's a great question, Parth. I was going to do up our show notes, and then I was like, you know what? We're going to wing it. We're going to wing it because I know what we're doing. That's all we're really doing. We're going to figure this out. Parth's like, I'm never doing this stream with you again, Andrew. So today we are going to be looking at OpenFeature. We are going to be doing live on stream something that I recently did in a blog post, but we're going to be kind of trying to level it up. So we are going to be trying to plug and play as many different feature flag vendors as we possibly can into an example project that DevCycle has created for feature flags. So here's the key piece. We at DevCycle have already created these sample applications that are basically just kind of showing you like the simplest functionality of the DevCycle platform. It's kind of our onboarding thing, our onboarding process that's used there for, but we have them set up with OpenFeature. So today we're going to take our Node.js one that we've created, which I'm hoping is to a level that is good. And we'll discover it together, everybody. And then we are going to try and plug and play a bunch of different players. We're going to try FlagD, which is like the OpenFeature, like in-house solution. I think it's built in Go. So we can spin that up in a Docker. It's pretty straightforward to get it spinning up. We're going to do Featbit again. We might do that well-known company of feature flagging you all may have heard of, LaunchDarkly. Flagsmith. There's lots of players out there. We're going to try and get through as many as we can in the next kind of like hour and 20 minutes. And we're gonna see how easy this is. So let me pull up, and then we're gonna figure out who's driving. Where's my screen? I want to share this screen. So we are.
Oh,
hold on, hold the phone. What am I looking for? Oh, opening my screen, I completely lost track of what I was coming over here to do. What was I coming over here to do? Maybe I was going to OpenFeature.
OpenFeature.dev.
And then I was going to look at the ecosystem, and then I was going to look at the JavaScript providers and server side. Yeah, there's a ton of these different players that are here. So we're going to try out a bunch of these different ones, kind of see how they work. And yeah, that's kind of our day today. That's what we're going to be doing on stream. The hype that we are investigating is our own hype. Is our hype justified? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to go over to our blog because I did a post on doing this with Vue. And I did it with PHP and then I did it with Vue, but basically our Vue one, like I was able to switch from the OpenFeature provider that used DevCycles, the OpenFeature implementation that used the DevCycle provider to the one that used the Featbit provider, which we'll look at today. And I did it all in like 20 lines of code. And that was with like, I added documentation stuff in there, but like the actual code changes were about 20. And so like the example here was me controlling this example app with Featbit. Our goal today is we're going to try and do this with as many of these vendors as possible, because like, if it really is that easy to switch between feature flag vendors, like it literally in an hour and a half, we should be able to get through a pretty significant number of these. Yeah. And pretty much every major player is found here, like LaunchDarkly, PostHog, Split, Flipt, FlagD, Featbit. I really love Featbit so much. Like I cannot say enough positive things about their DX. ConfigCat, which I actually have I had an account that they deleted because I wasn't using it enough. And then JavaScript, and then CloudBees. I don't know if we'll get to all of these, but we'll at least get to some of the more open source ones. Yeah. So considering we don't have show notes today because Andrew did things that he didn't anyways. How do we want to start? Are we going to do this in Zed? Are we going to drive with me driving? How about we switch things up? Because I did this already. So why don't I do it in Featbit? And then I'll let you can do it in the next one. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's do that. We're gonna see who's a better programmer, the one who's professionally paid to do it, or Parth. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what I'm.
This is so much pressure. I do not like coding when there's people watching my screen.
I mean, who does? I mean, my biggest thing that I always worry about is like when I push code to a repo. I was on stream on Monday with Will from One Signal DevRel over there, and I don't know if I showed it live on stream. I might have. Like, I have a repo that I've been working on privately that has like 1,000 commits over the course of like the 2.5 years that I've been working on the project, but they're just terrible commits. And I'm like, I'm okay if my code is terrible, but like I want the commits to make it seem as though my code is great.
Yeah, fair.
There's actually a new hold on. So there's a new tool. It's not Herd. Who makes Herd? Beyond Code. So is it Invoker? Wendy, what the diff? Yes, I think it's what the diff. So this is this new tool that's created by this company called Beyond Code, which makes a bunch of tools for like the Laravel ecosystem. But basically, this is like AI supported pull requests, and I kind of love it. Like, it basically just goes through your code and then kind of does this summary, right? Like, I just think that's super powerful of being able to do the work for you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because like at the end of the day, that's the hardest part in these PRs, right? Is like getting a summary of all the changes that you've made. So I don't know. I added this to my repo because it's like it's free to get started and you basically get 10 PRs a month. So it's like, oh, whatever. I don't know if I would necessarily want to pay for like $20 a month seems like a lot. Maybe if you're a company, but
yeah,
it's a high starting point.
I agree. I think that's similar to have you used Graphite?
I haven't. Graphite.
You have not.
Is it the same thing?
No. It's different.
What is graphite? That's a dumb thing to Google. Graphite get PR. This one?
Yeah, that dev. Yeah. So this makes it so that like you can do everything that you do on GitHub on Graphite, and it helps you like stack your PRs a lot like cleaner. So you can like, if you're working on multiple tickets that like rely on one another, you can just kind of stack them up and then merge all of that at once if you want.
Do we use
So
this?
Yeah, a lot of people on the engineering team do use this.
Like personally or professionally?
Like for work, yes, we use this for work. I haven't used it personally. I know they give you a certain amount of repos for free, I believe. I think that's the plan we're on right now.
Interesting. That's cool. See, come to DevTools and DevCools and get your DevTools and your DevCools. These are both these are cool and tools. We'll have to try out. That's like, we'll do our next stream. We'll just be trying out random Git tools. We'll have a terrible project, but it'll have really good PRs.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible idea.
That works. Yeah, I think that works.
See, that's it. Show over. We'll be back next month, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I also like this SOC 2 compliant thing. This is something that we had wondered about in our stuff. Like we have a badge at the bottom of DevCycle because we're SOC 2 compliant. Like it's in the banner down here or the footer. I actually kind of like this. If you're watching, anybody on the marketing team aside from me, this is a good way to actually show that we're SOC 2 compliant. We could add this banner. Note, anyways, not important. Not what we're here for. We are here to open Zed for only the second time.
The second time.
But this time we have a bit of a better idea what we're doing, I think.
That's true. That's true.
And I don't have to touch Elixir again, which makes me so happy. I think I have a trauma response to Elixir now because this just makes me, this scares me. All right, let me close this.
I think we're just not.
We are not Elixir developers. That's the moral of this story.
That's the one.
All right, close others. Close you. And then I want to close this project. Click, restart, and update Zed. We should probably update. Probably should have done this before the stream. That was fast.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, right. I see there's an update.
File, add full. Can I do quit? I want to quit this project. I don't want you to reopen in that same project.
Okay. I know how to do that. Open up your terminal.
Okay. It's open.
Go to the folder you want to open.
Oh, I don't have any folder. Oh, you mean I'm literally having to do the Git? Oh, I got to do the whole process.
No. You don't need to do Git or anything. You just do open up. So I just made a DevTools folder. You can open like just.
Why don't you just share? You're doing it on your device. We're collaborative. Why don't you just share it and then I'll join.
Perfect.
We figured this out.
Let me just clean up my windows a little bit.
No, you don't have to. You just don't need to share it. You just need to share the link with me.
Oh, the link. Yes. How do you do that again?
It was the bottom left-hand corner thing that we figured out. So
yes, collaborator online, Andrew. And
we need to go watch our previous stream to figure out how we did this. Oh, I need to get rid of this window. I'm gonna put us on the bottom there. Oh, comments. Who's here? Hey, Arian, how are you? Welcome. Do you know Arian?
Yes, I do know Arian.
You do. Is that am I pronouncing it right?
Yep, that is how you pronounce it. Right. Could you check the channel on the left-hand side? Do you see the channel?
Oh yeah, I see the red. Wait, channel? Oh, channel. Yeah.
Oh no, right where you were. Does it say test dash Parth?
Yeah. That. Okay, yeah, the DevTools folder. Sick. Yeah. Okay, so this is where I want to go. Oh, and I guess I need to drag it over. Yeah. And then I need to mute myself here. Somehow. Oh, mute. Okay, that's done. And then this is the folder, right? This is where all the stuff is happening.
I think so.
Maybe. New file, new folder, whatever. We'll figure this out. We're going to see if this actually works. I'll be very surprised, but we'll see. All right. Can I open a terminal in here?
I'm not sure because I think it would open on my screen.
New file. Let's just call this index.html. I know that's not helpful for us, but okay. So that opens there and then terminal. Let's see. Am I able to run a terminal on Parth's device? Because that would be.
Oh, let's see.
It doesn't seem like it. It's like I'm literally going to open the. This is not collaborative coding. If it was collaborative, I would be able to run the terminal on Parth's device. I've
I don't
been
know if I
lied
want
to.
I don't know if I would want
Yeah, that's a
anybody
smart.
to be.
That's a smart choice.
Oh, you see, index.js showed up. Okay,
So we're seeing it. I just don't get a terminal. Where does this folder show up on my?
It's
Reveal
not
and
on your
find it?
machine. You're not.
So it
going
doesn't
to
show
have
up on
it-
my machine at all.
Yes.
I don't understand the value in this then. If
Do
I
you
can't-
want to put it on your machine and then I can look
No,
at it?
no.
I think it's for like collaborative like repositories where we can both be on the same repo and like kind of keep an eye on it that way.
So let's do that. Let's just create a GitHub repo. Let's just fork
Perfect.
something and we'll just do that.
Yeah.
And you know what we should fork? Fork the. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go to. I'll go fork it if I can. Let's go over here. So we're gonna go to github.com/DevCycle HQ-labs. It's gonna make me do some auth stuff. Yeah, we're doing good, Aryan. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I know you're here for Parth. You came for the Parth, and I hope you stayed for the Andrew and Parth.
Yes.
I really just hope that I can live up to what Parth is putting out. All right, Node.js TypeScript. Oh, don't tell me we only have it in TypeScript. No! Can't be true.
I like TypeScript.
I know. OpenFeature Node.js. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The question here is this one just implementing the basic version, or is this well, whatever. We'll find out in a second. I have a feeling like this one is just implementing the text. I don't think it actually implements the email example app listening, DevCycle app.test. Yeah, so I think that this example app is literally just implementing it like shows the text. It doesn't actually do all the fun stuff that the other one does. That's not the end of the world though. Like we're not here to necessarily follow that example app. So whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe does the TypeScript one do it? Am I going to be forced to use TypeScript today? I suppose it might happen. Well, hold on. Node.js. Node.js TypeScript. All right. Let's see. Source. At utils routes. Greeting. Welcome. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is just doing the greeting. Whatever. That's fine. Do you want to do TypeScript or JavaScript, Parth? What do you want to do?
I am good with anything. Let's go.
Oh,
let's go TypeScript.
There we go. I knew you were going to say that. I hate you so much. Deep bottom of my soul. But it's all right. It's all right. That hate turns to love. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fork this one. Let's fork this. Yes. Create fork. TypeScript. I also didn't like Next.js until like last week when I had to work in Next.js, and now I've discovered that I do like Next.js, and so that.
Okay. What's the changing factor?
So I was implementing something. I mean, I can show this because it's live on the site. So I was implementing this for KubeCon. We're introducing this offer. And we needed to, for the KubeCon site, like for /KubeCon, we want it to redirect to the D&D page, but we want it to show you this banner. So if you normally go to D&D, you would see this, but if you go to D&D and then you have like this URL param, then you would see this kind of banner and you can access the demo and stuff like that. So it's really cool. But the implementation of this was like, I did it. And then there was like a specific way that it's very opinionated, right? Next.js. And so it was like, you need to wrap this in this specific method. And here's the exact documentation showing you how to implement that specific message. and it was just, it kind of blew me away that you had the ability to just get that fine grained and like get code samples. Do it like the experience there from
Yeah.
0 to getting something up I was quite impressed by it. But TypeScript hasn't done that for me yet. Although technically I think I was working at TypeScript here, but I didn't think about it as TypeScript. All right, so we got this forked. I'm gonna share this with you. I'll share it in maybe private chat here because I don't have my Slack open. So there's the repo that I'm running. And then let's get this code. Let's get this with GitHub Desktop. All right, let's the local path clone. Beautiful. To contribute to the parent project. No, for my own purposes. All right, so we've got this here. We've got our Next.js TypeScript app. Let's now add this into our DevTools. Come on, man. What are you doing all the work? He's already done it behind the scenes. Did you just, is this the same? Did you just do all of this while Parth?
It's the GitHub Labs one. That's the first one. And then the Node.js example is the one that you just shared.
The one that I just did from my repo?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do we want to use? Because the one that's, let's use the one that we're going to play around in from my forked repo.
Sounds good.
Okay. Can I delete that? Delete example OpenFeature Node.js TypeScript. Delete. Okay. Because now we're only dealing with one. All right. So failed to open is not shared by host. Interesting. So I can't actually view all of the files that are in here.
Which files can you not view?
I can't view the env file, the env file.
Interesting. That's the sample env file, right? But
yeah,
a new one
has been marked as private.
I think it makes somewhat sense because it's a env file, but
I guess so.
Pretty clean.
Okay, so this is running. You have this set up on your device right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let's go and see. Actually, so why don't then, if you've got this set up on your device, why don't you take over driving? And for now, do you want to do that, or are your window? Do you have too much windows open?
Always have too many windows open, but I can
always too many windows.
Yeah, you can hear Kaushal if he ever looks at my screen, he'll just be complaining. All
right, so if you are just tuning in right now, this is the try out Zed live on stream and see all of the idiosyncrasies that this very fast IDE, or not IDE, IDE provides you.
Yeah, would you like me to?
Yeah, I think so. I'll switch us out.
Sounds good. Share screen. Oh wait, let me put this on a different screen.
So if you're watching, by the way, so what we're basically going to be doing here is we're going to follow the instructions in this README to basically get our example application up and running with DevCycle's OpenFeature provider, which is what it's set up with. And then we're going to start to plug in some alternative feature flag providers as we go. Is there I wonder? But it's pretty straightforward. Basically, we just need to have like a sample project set up and add that to the env file.
All right, I'm good to. You good to switch?
You good to go? All right. Also, yet again, we're a half hour in. And I didn't have any awesome background music playing because I muted it at the start. There it is. We'll get some background music in there for you.
At least it's only half an hour, except like last time it was whole stream.
It was like most of the stream. Yeah, I agree. All right, but I don't like that background. Let's get some other Harris Heller in here. There we go. Those are some chill coding vibes. All right. Yeah. So, first things first, I guess we can delete that index.html file, right? And the index.js from this folder. We don't need either of those anymore. And okay, that's gone. Sick. So the M file is there. I still can't open it, but I can see it now. That's okay. So you have one of these starter projects set up?
I do not. We can do it all on stream right now.
Yeah, do it. Pull it up. So the nice thing is I think we just added a toggle on the dashboard so that you can actually go and reset the demo for yourself if you've run through it already.
On the DevCycle dashboard?
Yeah, if you go to like app.devcycle.com.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I think the drop down now, internal trigger demo.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the Andrew's organization.
Sure. Which we need to rename now. We need to rename this to DevTools and DevCools.
Yeah.
Do not use in production. No, it only exists. It only exists on the DevCycle org. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. I could.
I mean, try on another internal one. It's possible, but
no. Okay. I can turn it on for the other org.
I can turn it on for the other org. It's almost as if you have the power because it's probably behind a feature flag.
It should be behind a feature flag.
We'll find out.
Show
soon.
demo reset button.
Let's hope so. That sounds like an appropriate naming of a feature flag. We're about to release a Netlify case study, and one of the things that they used to do at Netlify is they used to have like a feature flag dashboard for users to turn on feature flags. So they had feature flags for feature flags. So they feature flagged the features that were showing up in the feature flag dashboard for the end user, and so they basically had like multiple layers of feature flags, and I feel like we also have that at DevCycle.
All right, let's see if I toggled the correct feature. And there you go, internal trigger demo.
Hey.
All
okay.
Right.
So, if you've never seen this before, if you're a new user, you'll only see this if you're a new user. But yeah, I think you could actually do it in the code playground, because then it will actually, I think, create this still. It'll create the hello world, like the setup stuff in there, and we can also demo the new code playground stuff.
Oh,
I haven't seen this.
I haven't used the code playground stuff yet.
And I think it's our Node.js one, anyways. Might be the client side one. Yeah, it's our client side one.
Yeah, it's a client side one. And all right, that does open slide out to see the power of DevCycle. All right. Targeting rules allow you to define a set of users to receive a given variation. Sounds all right. And then you update variation. Let's go to spin. Then next.
Hey, do you know Mossum? Is Mossum
Yes, I do know.
Kaushal, or Parth, you're bringing in everybody, Parth. Everybody is here just to see you. They're really here for the Parth stream. I'm the sidekick. I'm okay with it.
Example. All right, let's.
I think it makes you go through the whole process.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't see the speeds here.
Hey, we made him a spin. New exciting variation. Hooray!
There you go.
Take me to my feature. So that's kind of what we're replicating here, but we're going to do it in our Node.js one, which is a little bit less visually stunning. But that's okay. So what's great here is like now this thing that Kaushal, or that, oh, why? You said Kaushal, Parth, and now Kaushal is on my brain. Kaushal, if you're watching, Parth Jr., that's what I shall call you now.
Parth Jr.
Parth Jr. That's really, you may be older or younger. I have no idea. Anyway, so what's great here is that it's created in Parth's org. It's actually created this Hello Togglebot like feature. So all of the stuff that we're going to do in the example app that we forked, we will be able to use the same dashboard project, all the rest of that stuff. So yeah, why don't we grab I guess all we really need from this at this point is just the key for the Node.js server.
The server key.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and early access. The streamer mode.
Hey, let's hide them keys.
Yeah. All right, we're good now.
Sick.
Copy the key. We'll go here and then
toss it into that env.
env. All right, I have the readme here.
All right. I wonder, is there a way, like in VS Code, you can just view the README as text? Is there no way to do that in here? Like a preview?
Oh no, that's an inline assist. Possibly available with some.
That's weird. You'd think they would give that to you by default. I don't know. Anyways, it's fine. We can all read raw markdown. We can all do it. All right. I think you got to do an npm install, right? Yarn. You could do yarn install too. I feel like it'll all work.
Yeah, I can just do yarn. I'll install everything. And did I do it in the Node.js example folder?
We'll find out.
No, I did not.
Oh, what are you doing?
All right.
This is why I'm glad I'm not driving today. There we go.
5002. Okay.
All right. And if everything's working, port 502, yeah.
Serving new exciting variation.
Okay, that tracks. Oh, is this just CLI? Is there no? Oh no, yeah. So this is
it is just CLI.
This is it. So no, it's not. This is actually the thing. So go change your variation. Like go and change it on the dashboard, and you'll see. So yeah, base variation, and then if you go back to the example app, that will have updated, or should if you refresh maybe. Yeah, it's interesting. You got to refresh here.
Yeah, that's because we're on the server-side one, and we don't have the server-side events yet enabled.
Come on. Core! Don't you have... Come on. Implement this for us so we're live on stream. But this is actually... Maybe this is actually better. I kind of like that we've chosen to do it this way, because I feel like now it's like base. We don't need to worry about visuals and all the rest of that. We're just kind of pulling in the information.
Oh, this is all of the variables on the project. That makes sense.
Yeah. So this is basically what we're going to see today. So on this example, I kind of like it. It's like very simple, text-based. As you change the things, we're going to see the updated text that kind of shows like step 1, step 2, step 3. So this is step 1, and then there'll be like step 2 and step 3. So the nice thing here is that it's just like a simple visual change, or like a text change that we're going to have to worry about. So we don't need to worry about like visual changes or I think Booleans. Like I think we're literally only dealing with strings, which might actually make this entire process even smoother.
All right.
Okay. So we've got that set up. That's working. Yeah. Where are we? Where do we want to look in here? I think app. So I think inside of app.ts, which is where I am right now. Yeah. So we're pulling the DevCycle user from the Node SDK. Yeah. We're defining
you, and then we can see what you're doing.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so up here in this kind of example app, we've got our initializing DevCycle client from DevCycle, which I think we can look at in a minute. We've got our Express server, obviously, our stuff that allows us to pull in from that M file. We've got our greeting handler. We've got our variation log. And I think that's just what's outputting to our CLI. We've got our this like DevCycle request stuff here. Actually haven't seen this before, but that makes sense because we're just like typesetting this, right?
Yeah, we're just adding the user to the request, I believe, there.
Yeah, and then here we're setting the DevCycle client. We're now doing all of the work to start up our Express server. We've got our all this stuff. We got our user here. Greeting handler. So that's our desks. That's what we're seeing the messages there. We've got the variables with parse showed, and then we've got our logging the variations. Log togglebot to the console using the togglebot spin and togglebot wink variables to control the output. Does that actually show? Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Oh, in here.
No. It did show. I'm not sure. I think it shows in your. I think it shows there.
Oh, this togglebot.
I think so. Go and set it to one of the other variations. See what it is for the second variation, the spin variation.
All right. Let me just change the variation here. Spin.
Hey, welcome, Dark Rider. We are playing around with some feature flagging tools and OpenFeature. So we're just looking at. Oh, there we go. So he does wink.
Yeah, it does wink.
It's hard to see. I don't think is that just my contrast.
No, it's hard to see.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you can see he's winking there. It's like a fun. This is very server side, right? This is like very server side to show it to you in your console. That's okay. But so you know, the reason that we chose this, because Parth was like, let's do client side JavaScript. And I was like, but there's only like 2 or 3 vendors on client side. So we need to do a different client side. Okay, so in here, that's basically how this is working. So we've got our routes. The real heavy lifting is happening in the DevCycle.ts file. So let's go into DevCycle.ts because that's actually where we're setting up all of the important stuff. So is this the right one? Is this the OpenFeature?
This is the one that you...
It's the one that I forked, which I may have forked the wrong one.
Yeah. Do you want me to get the OpenFeature one?
Yeah, let's get the OpenFeature one because that's the one. I mean, we could just add OpenFeature to this, but I feel like it's going to be a number of extra steps that we don't need to go through. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I 100% forked the wrong one. Way to go, Andrew. Way to go. It's all right. Parth knows what's going on.
It's all right.
It's okay. So what you're seeing, what you saw before then, this is like the DevCycle specific logic. And while it would be cool to show you how to convert this to OpenFeature, that would take like over an hour, I think, really, for us to walk through all the idiosyncrasies. So instead, what we're doing here is we're going to show you the one that we've already updated to OpenFeature, which I think is probably a little bit more straightforward. And if you don't understand, thanks for being here, Dark Rider. Even if you don't know what we're doing, stick around. We're here for you. We're exploring some pretty fun stuff. Yeah, we're in Zed right now, by the way. If you've we're using Zed as all of the cool tools today. We are using Zed as our IDE. We're using oh my goodness, Arc as our browser. The only thing that's not super innovative is we're using GitHub as our version control system. I feel like somebody's going to come. Somebody's going to come and disrupt the Git space in the near future, I feel. GitHub has got a lot of market share.
All right. We have it in our repo here. We just need to copy the end folder or file.
And then you just need to run the same command again, right?
I believe so.
Sweet.
I'm gonna add this. Yeah, I realized it was very small for the stream.
No, it's good.
I think
That's better.
That's better. Yeah. All right, let's look at the README and let's just do things the right way. We've done this. npm installs.
Do you know Dark Rider, by the way? Is this another of your followers, Parth, or is this an organic follower?
I don't know anybody named Dark Rider unless if it's somebody that's not using their real name.
Dark Rider, how did you find us? We want to know. Did you come across us? Did you see these two very learned looking people and you said to yourself, I want to watch this stream? Did you hear about us on some social medias? How are you here? Or are you Parth friend? Your first time here. Welcome, Dark Rider. Stick around because I'm going to share a way to get a giveaway at the end of the stream. I only do this on some streams, but we've got new people here. So we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the stream. So welcome. Hopefully you'll learn something. Yeah. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, we are looking at OpenFeature, which is a feature flag standard. So for like adding feature flags into your code, if you have no idea what feature flags are, they are conditional statements in your code that you use to control specific things showing up in your application. Here, we're going to be showing you what that looks like. I was looking for a language C course and I see your stream. Sick. Well, we're not doing C. I don't even know. Yeah, we're not doing C, but we're doing something almost as good as C. TypeScript.
Almost as good as C. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, actually. I don't know C. Do you know C, Parth?
No. I've used like a little bit, but not a lot.
That's fair. So here we go. We've got this here. We've got it. Is it running, Parth?
Yes, it is. We have a winking variation here, and this is our taking first step in exploring DevCycle.
Can we add like some sort of a visual flair? I feel like we've got to add something. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. So all of our stuff is actually going on in app.ts, right? No. Yes.
App.ts is greeting handler.
Oh, it's the greeting handler. Where's the greeting handler coming from? Where's that defined?
Under routes.
Under routes. Why am I not seeing routes? Source. Oh, it's because it's folder. Yeah. Okay. Routes green TS. Okay. I want to add a visual flair. Okay. So that's the default. I'm going to add just like a 1, 2. I'm going to add like an emoji because I feel, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's add image as like a
send me the image for
for the actual DevCycle thing. I like that. Yeah. That's a good idea. All right, let's go, and I'm gonna grab that off.
Right, I'm gonna move this off stream just so that I'm
gonna go to app.devcycle.com and grab this. All right, let's go continue with Google. I'm gonna log in over here. I love it. Well, so Dark Rider, while we're getting all this stuff figured out, by the way, if you enjoy this stream, you'll have to let us know. Was it what role am I? Other. Was it did it replace your desire for a C course? All right. I want to see a no code example. I want to see a no code example because I'm just giving you the GIF stuff, right?
You can give me.
It's all right. I'll give you the GIF stuff. Yeah. Okay, so here's inspect view page source. It's probably not going to be that easy for me. We probably obfuscated a lot of this stuff. Maybe not though. Where are you hiding? Okay, there's Winky. Where's iframe, React demo, background true, document? What is happening in here? Okay, div app content. Okay, it's in toggle wink. There we go. Let's grab that. Okay. Here's the Winky one. I'm going to share this in StreamYard with you in the private chat. So that's the Winky one. And then we have back base variation, spin variation. What about the regular variation? I guess I can get unicorn too. Okay, add a variation. None of you are seeing this right now, which is totally okay. Add another name. Togglebot wink. How do I add the name? Oh, something doesn't seem to be working in here. Why can't, do I have to add it here? What? Add togglebot wink and speed, spin variation, base next. Add another variation. Ugh. I don't like that.
All right, we got Winky here.
We got Winky. That's step 1 is Winky. And then I'm gonna grab. I have a feeling that just like the other one is just togglebot. It's just togglebot.png is the non-Winky one.
Just togglebot. Okay, so do you want the default to be togglebot.non-png?
I think so. Yeah. Because we're really just going to be changing between like, yeah.
All right. So we have togglebot.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to alternate them.
Yeah, that's fair. So we should be, so the reason we're doing this is because like you might not always see the text stuff. So we're just trying to add like a little bit of visual flair. There is also the unicorn. Is it called unicorn? Unicorn. Oh, set your variable to use the SDK. What? .svg. So there is, oh, there it is. Okay. So there's also a unicorn one. That's just unicorn.svg. If you want to add that to one of them.
Unicorn.svg.
Yeah, if you want, hold on, I can add it. I can add it in. We'll do unicorn for the step 3. Oh, you got it. You got it. What am I going in there interrupting the flow for? This is the downside with collaborative editing. All right.
Is it SVG?
.svg, yeah.
Oh, I added this, but I didn't really add it here. Are you happy with that?
I am over the moon if it works. By the way, if you are just tuning into this stream, please say hello. I'm so happy. Like Mossam, thanks for saying hello. Aryan, thanks for saying hello. Dark Rider, thanks for saying hello. But we want chat. Tell us things. Tell if you're enjoying it. Is it working? We got winkiness.
We are by. Okay, let's just go to step 1. Is the base variation?
That's base variation. So that should be toggle.wink.
All right, we have wink here.
And then step 2 should be.
We have welcome to the DevCycle example app. Okay.
Stick. Okay.
Step 2 is
spin.
And this should be.
Okay. There we go.
Yep. Perfect. And then step 3 is the unicorn.
Should be unicorn, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Sick. Okay, so we got this working. So basically, step 1, you'll see togglebot winking. Step 2, you'll see togglebot not winking. Step 3, you'll see the unicorn. Now there's some visual that goes along with this. All right. So maybe now. Let's go back into let's go over to the code. Actually, hold on. I've got my screen open, so I'll just take over. And then we can jump back and forth. So here we are in same file setup. We've got app.ts where we're basically grabbing the greeting handler, the DevCycle user. We're kind of setting up our page, making it work, feeding in a user of Jane Doe. We have the variables page. And then we have the regular greeting handler. The greeting handler, we were just looking at this like greeting.ts where we basically return based on the step that's being returned from the DevCycle platform. But all of the heavy lifting that we're going to need to change for these different providers are going to be in here. So I think, yes. So first things first, we initialize DevCycle and the DevCycle client. And then we import the OpenFeature client from the OpenFeature server-side SDK. Then we're grabbing the server-side SDK key that we have in that file. We're then setting the OpenFeature client and the DevCycle client. We're setting the ability to kind of call those elsewhere in our file. Initialize DevCycle with OpenFeature. So we're going to initialize with our server SDK, set the log levels, set the polling, and set the flush interval. Then we're going to pass the OpenFeature provider to OpenFeature. So basically, we're going to set the OpenFeature provider to DevCycle, and then we're going to get the OpenFeature client, and then we're really just using the OpenFeature client elsewhere. I think in here, so you'll see here, in this sort of async for this page, we're getting the OpenFeature client. We're then grabbing the feature that is called example text. Yes. That's the key that we have in there. Or, oh no, we're grabbing greetings key.
We are grabbing.
Here, let me pull up yours again. There we go.
There's example text.
Okay, yes. So it is
step 1, 2, 3. And then we give the greeting depending on the example text.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of the way that this is all working, is everything for this is basically coming around to that greeting. And so it's grabbing that example text variable. We're not really even paying attention, I don't think in this particular example, to those other two, because we just haven't built out that functionality in this version of the example app. But I think we've got a good place to now start spinning something up.
Yep.
So Parth, I encourage you, because I think Featbit is a good one to start with. Go over to the OpenFeature site, and let's just pull up the ecosystem stuff. And then we can see what we've got to play with. So yeah, we can set that to JavaScript and then server stuff, just server ones.
Yes.
Awesome. So the DevCycle JavaScript Node.js provider is one that we're using right now. I think a good place to start is, I mean, we can technically start with flag D because it's a really simple implementation, but do you have Docker on your computer?
I do have Docker on the computer.
Okay, so then, I mean, we could start with flag D. It's pretty easy to add. And then we can do some of the other providers. I want to do at least Featbit and I thought, yeah, maybe like Flipt. Either way, let's go into flag D and try that one.
Okay, sounds good. This is open. Perfect. It does open where we want to go. So this is the running side of things, but you mentioned that I need to run flag D.
Well, you actually need to be running flag D too, yeah. But that quick start's pretty good and it works pretty easily.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see, quick start, download flag definitions, and then just run this with demo flag definition.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that. I'm gonna just do a new terminal, and then drop it in. Why can't I wget?
Odd.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Maybe something with ZSH.
Could be. Nope.
wget not working. Amazing.
That's like the thing that you want to happen on a stream, right? You want the simplest thing to not work.
Yep.
Are you gonna curl it?
I will just open it and then copy paste it.
There you go. This is the joy of doing live streaming like this. Is like you think that everything's gonna work, but it doesn't always.
Yeah.
And therefore you need to deal with that live on stream. So just so you know, what flag D is, for anybody who's not watching, or if you have never heard of flag D before, flag D basically is the most simple implementation of a feature flag management system that allows for you to set targeting rules for whatever system that you're working on. So like at a base level, it's doing the same thing as something like DevCycle does. So you set like the show, like up there, you have like the name of the key. So show welcome banner, you have the state enabled, you have the different variants on or off. Like almost all of those things exist within the DevCycle platform. We just call them different things.
Yeah.
So the variants would be what we call variables. And then the flag would be the show welcome banner. So we can delete the background color one because we don't need it anymore. And then let's go and actually, we want to define this, right? Like we want to update that to our stuff that we need. So what's that one going to be called? Hello world or example text?
Example text, I believe, because that's what we're getting.
Okay.
Example text. And state enable variants, step 1, step 2, and then step 3.
Yep. Yeah, the question, okay, but hold on. So step 1, example. So we actually would need to add. Yeah, we're just going to try that, hey?
I believe so. Because the way
Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
the way I was thinking of this is that the variants are the variations,
Mhm.
and for each variation we have the values of what it should be. So if the variation is step 1, then the value would be step 1. I think that makes sense.
It
So
does.
this would be like base, spin, or new. So like the way we have it on DevCycle, I think currently, that's what you would do as variants, and then default variant would be we can do step 1.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Let's.
believe
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Because what's our setup on DevCycle itself? If we pull up the actual DevCycle,
this here, we have
Yeah.
base, spin, and new exciting variation.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So example text, step 1, step 2, step 3. Yes, okay. But then we haven't defined. Oh, but we do that. Yes, never mind. I'm having a moment. My brain was farting many times. All right. So awesome. We got that working. Now you actually need to get flag D running
I'm
up.
going to add this as well.
Oh, look at you, Parth. We don't actually use that though, do we?
I think it gets used at the bottom here for
Does
showing if we are.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, that's true.
And then, all right, we have that flags done. Let's go back to the README and the installation. So you just have to do docker run, and this is all you have to do.
Should be, yeah.
All right. Well,
I just make sure it's pointing to the right file.
I believe this is the file. It should be. If I were to run this, then I would download the demo flag D, and then
let's find out. Let's find out.
find
See
out,
what
yeah.
happens. Worst case scenario. It's not going to work. Unable. Yeah, so it's unable to find it.
So get it, and then it's doing everything.
Go up.
Listening
Go at the very
to-
top. I feel like it said it couldn't find it at the very top of this when you first started.
Yeah, so it couldn't
Unable to find
find
the image. Okay.
locally. So it didn't find it locally, so it had to pull from the repository.
Tick.
So it did that. Everything's good. I think it's running. And if we were to use their example,
Yeah, let's do it.
this, and we
Yeah,
need
just change the
to
key.
example text here,
Yep.
and it's not a boolean, so it'd be resolve string, I think. Yeah, we got
Yeah, variant step 1. Yep.
yeah, perfect. All right.
Okay, so it's working. All right, so now let's go into adding. So basically, to add this in, we need to go to. So I've just pulled up my screen, so you can, if you're wanting to do any code stuff. So we're gonna go to OpenFeature, and Parth pulled that up before. So if you go into the ecosystem, you go server side, you go JavaScript, and then we go flag D. Yeah, I should be pairing right now.
Yeah, but I only see the Z.
What?
Like,
Oh, it's because you know why you're only seeing Z? Because that would be the most sensible thing, because I wasn't actually showing anything else. Yeah, so the steps that we're going to need to do in a minute is we're going to basically need to add this OpenFeature flag D provider. And then, do they give an example, a full example here? No, they're not giving the full example. I hate that. I hate that they don't give you an actual full example. But basically, we should just be able to set like OpenFeature set provider, flag D provider. Like it should literally just be switching it to this. So yeah, let me let you take over the screen share again.
Sure.
So yeah, in
All right.
here, we should.
We're going to ecosystem and then,
And then
flag D
flag
again.
D. Yeah.
All right, so need to do this.
Yeah.
Need to add OpenFeature Server SDK, which we should already have, but
Yeah, it's going to say that it has. This is an interesting thing. If you're using DevCycle, we already give you the SDK, the OpenFeature SDK, as a dependency of the DevCycle SDK, but not every one of these does. So now we've got the flag D OpenFeature stuff set up in there. And then do you see where it says like OpenFeature set provider, new flag D provider?
Yep.
Like that's really what we're going to end up changing. So in here, let's go and so that's fine. We can totally get rid of all of the initialized DevCycle stuff. Just kill it. 1 through 4 is done.
DevCycle client goes away.
Yeah, OpenFeature client stays, but we need to replace the DevCycle client with.
So we need to change the initialization of this.
Yes, we'll need to change that.
So wait, let's do this. Let's comment it up now.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
And
yeah, this one is going to be
and then comment this out.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, sick. So first things first, let's do the same thing. Let's just call it, instead of OpenFeature client, let's just call it let vendor client.
And then this would be I'm saying client, but this would be changing depending on whatever we're using. So
I guess so. Hey,
because this is not a TypeScript example.
No, but I'm going to assume that it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume it's going to be client for all of these.
I just want to see if like flag provider was had a type like we have a DevCycle client.
Let's see.
So we need to do import.
Do we want to just go dive into the flag D package? Like just go back to
as in like just go to
let's just go in there and see what's in there.
Yeah. Oh, wait, 1 second.
Like in node modules.
I did it the wrong place. Doing this. DevTools OpenFeature. All right. Let me yarn out again so we have everything.
Oh, gotcha. I like removing code always makes me happier than adding code. Yeah, so let's go in there. So go into the node modules folder and then let's go
flag D, is that what I added?
It might be under OpenFeature.
OpenFeature. Oh, flag D core.
Flag D core.
Perfect. And then this can work.
Yeah, so this is really where we're going to be looking for this, right?
I believe so. Let's see what it's exporting at the bottom. Exports flag D core, feature flag, memory storage.
So it may not have a type. Is that what we're thinking?
Yes, because it's in JavaScript, it won't have a type. There is a TS file with just export source and index.ts. So it is written in TypeScript. Just export it non-TypeScript. Maybe.
I wonder if there's an example of using flag D that we can look at. Community tutorials, JavaScript SDK and Express. There is one. So there's one that I think they're using flag D for. Yes, there is. Go to the OpenFeature site.
Yep.
And if you go into tutorials at the top and then click on the JavaScript SDK and Express. Yeah. So this is basically what we're doing here now.
Nice.
And then do you want to bump up this side? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And then go TypeScript.
Yeah, just 1 second. There we have
it. Get client. Okay.
We already have this.
Yep. Run the application. So this is running with like no flags. Set up a provider. Flag D. Okay, awesome. Mm-hmm. This is all the stuff that we've done so far. We've done all
flag
this.
D provider. I think.
All right, here we go. This
is
what
we have it.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, let's import this just straight in. without reading documentation.
Without reading that's the answer. That is the answer for anybody who's ever coding, is just jump in, don't read the documentation. Nobody spent any time writing that documentation.
We do need this.
You installed it though.
I thought I did, but it only has the flag core, so it doesn't actually have the flag provider.
Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. I have a feeling that core is going to end up being a dependency of flag provider though.
Yes, but since we already have it, wait, it's because I did yarn.
I think it's because I also think it's because we might need to remove the DevCycle stuff because it might have a higher requirement. Oh, nope, never mind. I stand corrected. It's just because you tried to mix and match yarn and NPM.
This is all the more reasons not to copy paste code.
Right. Okay, so that's there. Yeah.
And then you just do new flag provider. So let's just do. So this just goes straight into here.
Yep. Without the await.
Does it? Sorry. Does it need? It doesn't need the await because you're not waiting.
Oh, you know what I think we're needing the await though because we're calling it inside of that async function. Because we're actually calling initialize DevCycle outside, so I think that's why we need the await.
Yeah. I think in the DevCycle one requires the initialization, which is why you would need to set provider and await, which is what we need.
Gotcha.
But it says that OpenFeature. Let me just double check. This is server SDK.
Yeah.
This is server SDK. So if I were to do this, it's the same thing. Okay. So why does it say that you can't use it in this sense? It says .set provider does not exist on OpenFeature API.
What? You're literally providing it as an example.
All right, let's see. Get client. Where's the set once? So the DevCycle one is set provider and await on OpenFeature.
Yeah, why? Okay, go back to the JavaScript SDK. Like we're literally grabbing this from an example that they provide. Flag provider require OpenFeature flag provider. Yes.
You know what? Let's just copy both of these lines. See if that changes anything. Should not.
I doubt it.
But these are not.
Yeah, let's just remove those for now. I mean, I know that's going to need.
No, we need client here as well, just for the types.
Oh, you're right.
But
maybe that's what's messing it up.
I doubt it because it's saying that OpenFeature doesn't have a .set provider. Going to double check. Right, this is TypeScript. Yeah. Going to double check in here.
This may also be an older tutorial. In fact, I have a feeling it is. So they may have changed the setup there.
If there's already a provider bound to this domain via a link, this provider will be used otherwise.
Should it work? Is that what we're feeling here? Like this should actually be working?
This should just work, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to see if it has a set provider.
No, I understand. And I'm going to go and take a look through the specs again. Getting started, ecosystem, community, docs, technologies, NodeJS, server SDK, set provider and wait, it looks like is what it is now.
Okay. We can just use that.
Yeah.
With the await.
And then you do need to set it as the await. Yeah. So it's just they've updated this, which totally makes sense. Yeah, and then we don't even need the DevCycle stuff in there anymore. So that should work. Why is this throwing an error?
It doesn't exist on OpenFeature.
That's
API.
untrue. I would say, do we need to uninstall all the DevCycle stuff? Because is there competing dependencies?
That could be it. So, if I just go to the yarn file or the package.json file,
Yeah, like let's just pull out anything that we don't need.
Let's get rid of
Actually, pull out all of the open feature, like the flag D core too, because maybe that's what's causing us problems. Yeah, let's just pull out everything, and then let's just pull out all of the things. Do we need the gRPC stuff?
I don't know.
I'm going to assume it's all testing stuff. So yeah, let's pull all of that, and then in this example, at the very top, I have a feeling like that's where they're installing. That's where we're installing the server SDK, right?
So you start off with this, yeah, and then you come in. First thing you're doing is installing server SDK.
Great. Oh, you can do it npm instead of yarn now. I guess we're gonna follow the process. No, we're not. Take that npm.
Should we follow the process? Should we follow the process?
No. Do it this way. Yarn. If yarn is the thing that's going to stop us, it's going to stop other people too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so that's good. So now I've got that.
Wait, don't save. Don't save. I just want to delete everything.
I think you can just like. Oh yeah, I understand what you're doing. Makes sense.
And then, all right. Now we need the flag D provider. Yarn one more time for good measures, and yeah, seems like we have successfully switched, or should have switched. And go here.
Okay, so I think this might just be
wait, open feature dot wanted to show me what's available. Me pressing the tab.
I think you're seeing it. I think just go with that. I think it's just going to be set provider and wait. I think this works. I think that the type safety is off. Well, not type safety is off. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It'll throw an error if it is. And then we get rid of that.
All right.
So like
changing the default variation. All right.
So this should work for us now. So if our app is running, yeah.
I think it was already running. No, it crashed because it's saying that
cannot find.
Oh, because we have DevCycle user still here.
Oh, I see.
DevCycle user. Where is this? In file app.ts.
Yeah, so we can just comment that out for right now. And then do we define it later? Yeah, I guess we've got a bunch of initialized DevCycle. So that actually
with OpenFeature.
Yeah, because we don't initialize OpenFeature anywhere else. So we actually go into that method.
This is where it should just be getting OpenFeature client.
Yeah, but isn't that wrapped inside? Oh no, I see what you mean. I see. No, so that's inside. Isn't that wrapped inside? Go back to the DevCycle.js. Isn't all of the logic for the OpenFeature?
Oh, it's in here, yeah.
It's wrapped inside of that. So just to change that to initialize vendor with OpenFeature client with OpenFeature. And then we'll just need to update that in elsewhere.
All right. We don't need this.
Nope. No, we will actually. Yeah, we will need that.
And then as unknown should
this isn't going to work. Just comment that out. All variables is a specific to DevCycle thing, so we can just pull that entire or comment out that entire thing. So this is the thing that won't work. We do use some specific DevCycle stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the valuation context defined? Oh, there we go.
But it's wait. Test your module server SDK declares locally, but it is exported as provider events. Dot.
That makes
Was it? What it was? Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Okay.
Let's see if it runs with an error this time. Yeah, error again.
Again. Set provider and wait. Yeah, it doesn't exist on OpenFeature API.
What is happening? Why are we getting this error?
I don't know.
Well, so like if you go to the NodeJS OpenFeature NodeJS SDK,
Feature NodeJS SDK on
the doc section.
OpenFeature.
No, you're there.
SDK.
Yeah. No, go to the.
Oh, mean here?
Go to there. Yeah. Just in the docs. Oh no, not that one. Just click docs in the upper left-hand corner.
Sorry, I'm
There
just going.
Oh, you're there. You're in the right place. So this is what I mean. So here we have. Oh, there's a different thing for Yarn.
You need to add the core.
Oh, this is what happens when we use Yarn, everybody. This is. I blame Yarn.
I guess we should have stuck to.
Should have stuck to NPM. That's on us. We're a Yarn house here, though.
It's not called. What was it? What was this supposed to be?
Oh, let's just go look at the. Go back to the. Oh. No, it was just user. Oh.
Evaluation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, so it is that again. Okay. Sick.
And we can't go here and do
log variation. Yeah, let's just cancel that. Just like comment that entire log variation thing out. We don't need it right now. I don't think we need it right now. It's just an extra step. So this is the one downside, right? Is if you're using specific things to your to like your provider, then you'll end up running into these issues, which I think is like
5002. It looks like it may be running.
Yeah.
Undefined.
Properties undefined. Get string value. Okay, that's fine. So we're in the right direction now. Get string value, await open feature client. Okay, so we're obviously not getting. What do we get if you return open feature client in the console? What do we get?
Just return here, or
like just return like line 28. Like I just want to see what we get in console. Like, are we actually getting? Yeah, I'm just curious what that actually shows up for us, or if that's showing up as undefined as well. Do you have to visit the site to get it? Yeah, I guess so. Hey.
Yeah.
Cannot read. Undefined. Yeah. So it's not actually defining it. So let's go trace through then. So let's go back into there.
So this is open feature client, which is this client, and we do open feature.get client here. We're awaiting. So this should be.
What did we have in our previous example?
It was it had the DevCycle client and the open feature client.
Set provider and wait. No, that's absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what if we removed, because maybe this was the Yarn issue. What if we do that just as set provider and not set provider and wait? Yeah, so we actually have a set provider option now.
Yeah.
Okay, this might have just been a Yarn issue for us.
And then.
Okay, still no data, but what are we getting? Are we still getting undefined?
Still undefined, yeah.
Still getting undefined. That's super weird. We're following the process though, right?
Let's check here.
So we did that. Import await set provider. Okay, just copy all this.
Register a new client. Boolean value v2. Sure. We can just drop it in here. Then, so this,
That was right. Yeah. And then we wanted to set it as flag D. So that was right. And then client
okay.
get client. So all of that is,
And then we're just using the client. That is correct. That is exactly what we're doing.
that is exactly what we have right now. Okay. So yeah, maybe.
Just maybe. Sorry.
Okay, not working. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting undefined.
Client.
Okay, let's see if we can trace the error within that then. Let's go see where it breaks. Let's go back into the setup. Yeah, so inside initialize vendor with DevCycle, like it's got to be failing somewhere in there, right?
Yes.
Oh, you know what it is? So you know how we go to the, like scroll up a little bit, like where we have our get OpenFeature client, like we're
This.
pulling like that never interacts with
this.
in vendor with OpenFeature, right? Like that let OpenFeature client is just pulling in from that let OpenFeature client, and then like that's not touching initialize vendor at all.
I see what you're saying.
Am I right though? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
We were using initialize somewhere. Just
We can pull the get DevCycle client out of there as well now at the top.
the
log variation one doesn't matter. We're not using it anyways.
Yeah, we don't need this. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Well, let me go here and then initialize. Where was that being used?
Where was it originally being used? I guess. Hey.
Yeah.
Or is it not finding it? Hold on. Let me go look in the original example. DevCycle labs, NodeJS TypeScript, initialize. Okay, so in the original example, let me unfull screen here for a second. So this is a little bit more challenging. This is actually a more challenging implementation than I thought it was going to be. So that was originally being called. So we were exporting that initialize, and we were using that in app.ts. So we were using that in the run. We were using that in the app.ts in the run.
Oh, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah. Let me do that quickly. I think we can just do this and then open feature client, and instead of this it would be
initialize vendor with OpenFeature.
Initialize vendor with OpenFeature. Oh, yes. Now I can just put this in there. Save that.
Okay, let's see if that
used.
does it.
Yes, we know that. That's all right. All right, let's try this one more time.
Oh,
hey,
we got it. Nice, sick. Okay. Are we getting the right thing?
We are getting step one.
So we're getting, but that's our default as well, right? So even if it's not talking, so let's go change that. Also, apparently we set up the hello toggle. Oh, whoops. Oh no, I set up the hello toggle bot. So I was doing an example, and Kobe sent me a message. He's like, "Did you mean to set up hello toggle bot in the main org?"
You did in the main org?
I did. That's on me. Thanks, Kobe. Whoops.
All right.
Nope.
I feel like if we change this to step 2 and then refresh, it works. If you change the default, it works.
So it is. So we're good.
Yes. If you change the default to step 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. So the bigger implementation problem there was we actually pulled out too many things and then needed to add them back in.
Yeah.
That wasn't actually a lot of code changes. It was just like where we changed the code and exactly how we re-implemented it. So that was easy. Okay. So Parth, we said that we were going to do a cut at the for the last half hour Do we
Mhm.
want to spend 10 minutes trying to get another one running? I think we can do it in 10 minutes with
Yeah,
Featbit, or do we want
let's
to
try
call?
10 minutes. Let's try 10 minutes.
All right, let's do it. So head over to Featbit. So yeah, back over here. And then we're gonna go to we're gonna go through the process again that we did before on OpenFeature. Yeah, actually, that's right. Pull this up. Go try it online. They have an awesome spin up process. It's a
Mhm.
fake email that you create. So like just create a random fake email.
All right, fake email.
Sick. And then it'll actually spin up like an ephemeral environment for you.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah, call it whatever.
Get started.
Awesome. And then here, so we'll create a feature flag called example text.
All right, and this is on or off.
Oh, I guess it's because it's the first flag that it wants you to create. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. And then it gives me the server key and the
And then
code I need
Yeah.
to get started.
So we are going to need that secret and API stuff this time. So copy that over because we will need that.
All of this, yeah.
Just the secret and the API. That's all we need.
All right. I just copied the code. I'm going to create a new file.
I mean, you could have just dropped it in. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that makes sense.
All right.
Sick.
And then next.
Yep. Okay, and then this just does a live test. So now just go to feature flags, like on the second, the tab on the left-hand side, and let's just create a new feature flag. That's our example text one with the variations.
Example text, and this will be string name.
Step 1, step 2, step 3. Yeah.
Step 1.
So like this onboarding process is like fairly smooth. I dislike that you're stuck in doing a Boolean flag though, but I guess that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And then
just set default on.
serve 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then save.
Yep.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. So now that we've got that set up, let's head over to the OpenFeature and let's go grab the provider for NodeJS for this one.
Perfect. Ecosystems. And we are going to JavaScript, server, Featbit. And we need these.
Yeah. And they don't give a yarn example, so
are we?
Yeah, let's do the same way we did last time. Let's pull everything, like not the code necessarily, but let's pull all of the packages from the package.json.
I'm gonna kill the Docker container.
Yeah, good call.
And then let's go to package.json. Let's get rid of anything OpenFeature related. Right?
Yeah.
Everything.
That's my thought, anyways.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. And then you just want to.
I think we'll just run that.
You want to do npm install?
I think we have to. I mean, you can do yarn if you want to, but I have a feeling we have to do that.
It's all right. We can.
It's all right.
All right. The provider. So we go to the DevCycle.ts, which is no longer DevCycle.ts.
Yep. And then we can basically be starting to copy over all the stuff that
we need here. So we need import both of these.
Yep. Great. So that's simple. We're still going to pull the key. Yep. So that's great. And I don't think we need client anymore either.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out if we can remove it. Oh, wait. Why is that throwing an error? Can't find module, Featbit, OpenFeature.
Let's see. Node modules. Under Featbit, OpenFeature node server, OpenFeature provider node server. Yeah, that's the right one.
Weird.
You just copy it again.
It's there. I don't know why it's throwing that error.
Let me just do npm install just so that it has everything. Npm install this.
Okay, it's there.
And then just make sure this is the that's the correct one. I have it installed in OpenFeature Node.js example. That's the one we're in. All right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when we actually try and run this. Yeah, so we'll grab that.
And then this will be here.
Yep.
And
sweet. And then that we're gonna pull from the end file, so we can actually pull.
Oh, so just like process.env.
And then we need to create a new key. Yeah. I think you get it.
Right. Okay. So const. I just love this sometimes.
I know, right? That autocomplete is so good.
Yeah. fb_sdk_key. Then
I don't think we need the streaming key. Like, I don't think we actually need to include. I don't think it's even in that Featbit example thing.
I think copied it, so maybe.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right, let's see.
I think I copied it at least. All right. If you were to do this, so you need these three, and then you set provider. All of this as secret, which I believe is the key.
Yeah, so secret is the key API, but I don't think we need the streaming thing. I think that's set up for like WebSockets or whatever. So I think we could ignore that, but we do need to copy.
All right, let's go to .env.
Sick. Yeah, we don't need the streaming, but we do need the
API.
Yeah, the
it doesn't
API.
have the API here though.
Oh. What? So one of them is the API there. Which one is it? Hold on. Ecosystem, server, JavaScript, Featbit, your streaming URI, your events URI. Which do you put in there for which? I don't know. One of this. I don't know which is which. Streaming. I mean, maybe put the same for both.
Just put in the.
Like I would just put in the when you go to feature flags.
Yeah.
And then get started. Just above it.
Yeah.
Like when you go into the connect and SDK. Yeah. Next, I would just grab the API that's down there. Oh, there we go. It does give it to us there. Yeah. So one's just a WSS. So one's a WebSocket and the other one's just a regular one. So it's just the event URL and the streaming URL are the Azure stuff. Yeah.
Oh, the only difference is the eval and the API.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Does this have an API key?
It should. Oh, no. Because now you need to call it the things that you call. No. So you need to call it what they called it in their example, which are the events. It wasn't event source. What was it in their example? It was
events.
Event URI and streaming URI.
Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then
it's going to be go into the M file and create a new.
So event streaming and API, it doesn't have open API.
Open API doesn't matter. It's the same as the open API is the same as the, yeah.
Okay. So go to the N file and then
Yeah.
Underscore. What was it?
Streaming URI.
URI.
And then it's the same thing, but then just replace HTTPS with WSS. Sick. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
So we should be good there. So now we just need to go and replace that in.
Just add these in.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, right where you were. Oh, yeah, we need to define them. Yeah.
All right. We got that. And then
Okay.
here will be the provider.
Okay. And then let's go back to the example that we have of the, not this one, the one that was providing. Yeah.
This one.
That's the one. Yeah. Okay. So then we set provider. Awesome. And then if you need access to the client, so then if we want to add, yeah, let's just copy both of those.
The add handler?
Yeah. Because this will just give us real-time updates, right?
Yes, I believe so. But not if we don't use it in the right place.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
that'll just console log. So why don't we keep that? Okay, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we're just asking for more trouble here. So maybe let's just delete
get
it.
rid of these. Yeah.
Okay.
We could keep this here.
So technically right now, this should work, right?
It should just work, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
And let's see how they're running it. They don't have a run command. Okay.
Oh, this is ours. Yeah, so let's just go.
Let's do yarn. Yarn.
Start. Okay, getting an error. Okay, what is it waiting for? No evaluation context. Great. So why did they not define an evaluation context in there?
Oh, I think I know what the problem is. We need core, I believe, which you need as a dependency if you're using server-side SDK. But if you do use NPA,
we're still getting the error because we haven't actually defined an evaluation context, right?
Oh, now you have Featbit not found.
What? This dependency issue thing is the one that I think the real thing that's tripping this up, because the code changes are simple, but the
do npm install and then npm run start. This is what the npm version would use, and it's still throwing
the same error.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pull everything from that package.json, delete the node modules folder. So let's just delete all of our OpenFeature stuff from there.
Yep.
Let's kill the node modules and then let's just reinstall it again.
All right.
And then just and then we'll just go and follow that and just run those. Yep. I do feel like it's just because we're trying to do this back to back, note for you if you're doing this, uninstall things. Okay. Amazing. npm run start. Sick. Still an error, but probably an error in a different place.
Nope. Same thing.
What is happening? Why is this not fun? What if you just instead what if you do the actual you can go node modules, you can actually call it directly, you can directly call /node modules /featbit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's the way.
Possibly. Yeah, it does export DFB for provider. So that is great from /node modules /at what do they call it? Is it just Featbit?
By the way, hello, Anthony. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is that guy from that big robotics competition. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, Anthony dropped by at the competition. That should now find module. ... or just node modules.
We're literally both seeing it in the folder right now. How? How are you not finding it? OpenFeature provider node server. Is this a TypeScript thing?
I don't think
I don't think so either. So, I mean, I feel like the gotchas here are very much like dependency related stuff. So it's finding the node server SDK. And that's it.
They have their, if you go to the node server SDK, you can see this. Do you think maybe it's not imported properly or exported properly?
Maybe.
This does not look like the build output. Yeah, this is not the build output. This is just the TypeScript output.
So is there an issue actually with that package?
I believe so.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't think it is using the correct output.
Okay, it's possible. Entirely possible.
This is version 1 of it. So I was going to see if they had a different version and then roll back, but it doesn't seem like it.
We may not be able to do this then. I wonder if they just released this. When did this go out? Featbit OpenFeature provider? I don't know, it's like 2 months old.
Fix packet JSON error 2 months ago.
What was the error?
Pure dependencies, and that's
so they've messed around with stuff for dependency related things. Yeah, I wonder if this is out of date. This isn't clean. This is unfortunate. This is definitely a
because usually if you look at any other, so I'm gonna do something on the side here. If you go here, the DevCycle one, I think if I remember correctly, if I go here and then yarn, I just want to see the node modules folder just to see if it. I believe it should be .js files instead of the .ts files.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Want to make sure that is correct. So if you go to the Node.js one and then source, yeah. It's just not the build output. So that's just something they need to.
Well, so if you're watching this, Featbit team, it looks like there's a little bit of a bug with your the install setup for your server side. So I was able to really successfully get your client side stuff set up, but I may have a solution here because they provide an example. And what did they do for their example? So this is the interesting thing. Even their example, they're calling directly. Okay, go in. If you're in the code right now, right?
Yep.
So go into the repo for the provider for the Featbit Node.js. So go to GitHub.
Oh, GitHub.
Sorry.
Yeah, examples.
Yeah, examples.
Console
and then
app.
console app, and then like go into the package for that, and they're actually pulling directly from.
Oh, they're just doing file ...
Yeah. So
I believe this might have been happening after build then. Let me look at their GitHub workflows. No, just CI test.
Let's go look at the actual code for that console app that they
Yep.
have.
This one here.
Is that it? Or is this just that? Oh yeah, that is. Yeah. So provider, SDK key, streaming URL, Featbit, FB. Yeah, I mean, we're doing the same thing. Like, we're literally doing exactly what they want us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why are you doing this? I want to figure this out. I don't even care about getting to the other DevCools thing. I want to figure this out because we need to do this. I want to show this not that hard. It's not actually that hard. It's really just like the way that we are trying to implement this in here. File, Featbit, dependencies.
Sorry, I don't know if you're looking at my screen or not.
I'm looking at your screen, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try something, see if this works.
Oh, I see.
Just go in here and do that. Add could be file. Oh, this is the wrong one.
Does that not need to? What was there? I'll let you run this. See if it works.
Yeah. Delete this one and then.
It doesn't like that.
It doesn't like that. Seems to be corrupted. Why?
There's something going on here. Is this? I'm gonna go OpenFeature. I want to go to npm, and then we're looking for Featbit. 2 months ago, npm I Featbit provider. Yeah, like that. There's no reason that this should not be working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, source. What? Okay, hold on. Go in and let's delete the package lock because we have a package lock. Let's delete the yarn lock. Let's just delete all of the locks.
Delete.
And then delete the node modules folder.
Yep.
And then let's try this install process again with the original process.
Delete.
I think that maybe we're running into issues with the locks.
Very likely. Could be anything at this point.
It could be anything at this point, yeah.
I need to go to this or
yeah, I know we got so many windows open right now.
Here.
That one, but yeah, just the main view.
And
what?
Oh no, I know why.
Are you in the wrong folder?
No. I have that. I'm just gonna run it again now. I will do it. Get the newest version of everything now.
Success. Okay. We got that. There we go. We got all these things. And we're still getting this freaking error. Oh no, yeah, that's right. We needed to find.
But it still says that
we're still
cannot find module.
I think this is a TypeScript issue. It has to be, because they're not running TypeScript in their example, are they?
No, they are running.
This.
Oh, ESM is TypeScript. This is the TypeScript.
Oh.
thing. So it should work. It might have something to do with local configurations. What if?
Well, let me try it on mine. Let me see if I can run it on mine. I'm running the same.
Ooh, what if I were to go in the folder and build it? So cd node modules, Featbit, cd better, and then run npm install all the stuff you need to. Never mind. I can't just build this.
You can't even build it because there's errors that are thrown up in there.
Yeah.
Something's going on with this. Something smells fishy. TypeScript cannot find module or its corresponding type decorations. Something's so fishy here. I feel like I see it in there. OpenFeature. tsconfig. Readme package.json. Name is right. Their build script is like rimwrap or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they're using. But I wasn't able to.
I don't know if this is worth it where we are. This may just be a bug that we've identified, right? Like we're 2 hours in. We could probably debug this for another couple hours. I mean, the important thing here, honestly, is that aside from this dependencies issue, if you actually go and look at the code that we changed in our example, there's super minimal code changes.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we've got 3 minutes. Do you want to go over? Or do we want to call it? What do you think?
We can go over if we can get one more in.
Let's do one more. Okay, let's go see.
Okay.
Let's see if we can make this work for another one.
right.
What other options do we have here? Flipt, LaunchDarkly, PostHog.
Split.
You want to do split?
We can
What do you want to do? Pick any
you can
of
pick.
these.
I'm the one driving.
You're the
you can
one. All right. So we're gonna go. So we have Cloud Beast. Oh, let's do ConfigCat.
ConfigCat. There you go. All right. Try without sign up. There you go.
Oh,
That's
do they
fine.
actually? I wonder if this will give you the ability to do this in the way that we want to do it, though.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Okay. Perfect. It just
sick.
did this for me. Yeah.
Nice. All right, sick. Okay, great. So grab that key. Okay.
Environment. So ConfigCat, SDK key.
Awesome. All right. And then I think that's all we need from in there. And then we can just go back to our code example that they provide.
Which one?
Oh, sorry, you're not in the same place as I am. So what I'm looking at right now is the OpenFeature provider for if you go ConfigCat, like basically go to the OpenFeature ecosystem, click on the ConfigCat provider Node.js.
Yeah, and then that the npm page.
The npm page, yeah, is where I am.
Okay, I'm here now.
Okay.
OpenFeature SDK is required as a pure dependency. Amazing.
Okay.
This is let's go to package.json and delete.
Yeah, let's do this again. And do we want to do the same thing? Delete the locks and delete the node modules folder? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, OpenFeature ConfigCat provider, and then let's see if this adds it.
I wonder if it'll add it itself. No.
No, it just has the
It's
provider.
weird that it doesn't. That would seem like something to install. All right, we're getting no warn. That's fine.
No, it's overriding it. So it
Oh, it did?
did have it.
Oh,
It's
all right.
something.
All right.
Okay. Well, we got something somewhere. Usage is importing the ConfigCat provider SDK key and then doing this here. So ConfigCat provider equals that. Just come down here.
Sick. Okay, so that technically should work. All right, so that's good. So now I think we're set there. And I think that we should just be able to use it, but we got to create the example text feature on ConfigCat.
Yeah, I can do
add feature flag, example text.
Example text, it turn on. Okay, let's go.
To all users. Yeah, how do we set the target?
Oh,
tag?
maybe they do
Add text setting. Try that. Yeah, that's it.
okay, so step 1.
Oh wait, what?
No.
I try it, see what happens.
Step 1 and then okay, so I believe they do each feature on its own then?
Oh, wait, really? Scroll down. Scroll down
into
into their examples here. Is my first feature enabled? Right line. Get value. Ooh, really? You can only serve one value in each environment? That seems super odd.
let's not do .NET. Let's go to something we are more familiar with. If it changes anything, it doesn't change anything.
Get value as sync.
Async, yeah.
Okay, so you're literally setting. We would need to literally set step 1, step 2, step 3. So this one is actually a little bit of a different implementation.
Step 2, step 2, 2.
Well, you want to do that as dash, right? You want to do dash 2.
Oh.
Sorry, we can do it after.
3. Dash 3. Okay. And this one, right?
Oh no, I think that's fine. I think it's fine now.
Oh, no, it was here.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the actual serve.
Okay.
What do you need?
And then
Okay.
save and publish. Okay, so that's good. They're in there now, but we're going to need to change our implementation slightly.
So we can only serve one of these. So no, example text needs to be one of these. I need to change example text because that's our name, right?
Yeah, code references copy values to.
Oh, actually, let me see if I can change this.
Oh, I see this now. Yes, you're absolutely right. So change example text to be step 1. Just set it to be step 1. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Go back up. Yeah, go back up to example text and change the key to be.
It's a Boolean.
Oh, that's why. So we just need to read one of them.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna delete this flag.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're on the same track.
Yeah,
I understand what we're doing here now. I don't know if I like this.
Is this a different feature flag setup?
It's a very different setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, example.
Took a while
text.
to get.
Yeah, that's different.
Example dash text.
Step. Yeah, there we go.
Step 2.
Sick.
Actually, let's do step 2.
Yeah, let's do step 2 so we can. Okay, sick. So now this should work. This should just be working if we run this.
npm run start.
Nope, we got an error. Is it? I think it may be because we're running. Oh no. Unexpected error trying to fetch. It's most likely due to local network issue. Please make sure your application reaches the CDN servers. X HTTP requests.
Oh, we got it. It's working now.
Oh, all right. Well, whatever. Or don't question it. Go change it and see if change it to step 3, and let's see if we get the unicorn.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, let's see. Refresh. Oh no, this doesn't work.
Oh.
Am I blocking these somewhere? These requests? I may be blocking requests on this network. Let me change my Wi-Fi real quick.
This is like the true struggle with this too, is like figuring out how the system works and then figuring out the dependency issue. So don't try Featbit right now. It seems like there's a little struggle there about the install. It may be just us, but hopefully the Featbit folks are watching this. Flag-D worked pretty well, and it looks like ConfigCat may be working. We're going to try it again. So we're still getting this unexpected error while trying to fetch config JSON. Local network issue.
XML HTTP is not defined.
I'll see if there's something that shows up. XML HTTP not defined. ConfigCat.
It's in their config fetcher.
Solved. Not defined issue. It's forked from the standard config source. It's a big as package. Okay, a new ConfigCat JavaScript SDK supporting apps using server-side rendering frameworks like Next. Solved is not defined issue. So this is an issue that they've had. XHTTP.
What if we just change the key?
Try.
Wait, where did I add the key then?
Oh, did we not? No, you added it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the other M file. You're inside of the source for... Oh, you added it to the outside of this one.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it was a me problem.
Yeah. Oh, no. Same issue?
A key. So this is happening here. You know what? We will short circuit this code.
Yeah, let's do that.
To make sure that we are not.
So we're still getting the same error.
Yeah, and.
Okay, that's fine. So unexpected error. XML HTTP. This does show up. XML HTTP request ConfigCat. This is like something that if you look it up for them, SDK, JS SDK uses.
Do they know which
CDN? Why is it trying to pull that in? That seems like a client side thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I picked the wrong one. I thought ConfigCat would be safe. Hold on. So what are we installing there? So we did that. Minimum version ConfigCat is currently 8. A server SDK, ConfigCat JS, ConfigCat provider. Uses the JavaScript SDK. Could be either created by passing the SDK to create or the ConfigCat provider. Create. Okay, that's fine. Set provider. Create SDK key. Okay, it can be either create or the const provider. Set provider. I don't understand why all of these are having such trouble. Flag D worked flawlessly.
About Flipt.
Let's do it. See, do they have an easy self-hosted option?
Oh, it is self-hosted option. Amazing.
They have an easy getting started. Like a easy
Docker.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give it a try, because then at least you're running locally. All right. So Flag D, very simple to get started with. No issues there. We then tried Featbit, which we ran into a struggle with, ConfigCat, but it's not with the actual implementation. The implementation is straightforward error response. It's straightforward. The issue here is actually with the either dependencies or actually, I think it all is dependencies. I think it's all dependencies issues. And now apparently Docker issues.
Okay, that's good. Docker run 8089,000. Oh, is it because I don't have a home Flipt? I think that's what the problem is. Not shared. That? Okay, perfect.
If you're still with us, thanks for sticking around. We're getting another one of these working.
Oh,
I need to give you another one.
To do it through Docker and preferences dashboard. Let me take this up here.
I'm gonna go look at another one of these. If there's another one that's like an easy getting started, Node.js, Nest, Cloud Bees, Flipt, Post Hog, maybe.
Resources.
Post Hogs has no documentation.
Just need to change the
Flag D.
Did I do something wrong? Oh yeah, it's run -d. It's running.
Hey, we got there.
Alrighty.
All right. So let's head back to our OpenFeature. You're doing all the work right now. All right, let's go back to our OpenFeature docs for Flipt. Let's see if it gives us something to follow. Look at you, Flipt. You did give us something to follow. So do you have, are you in there?
You're
in there.
Yeah, I am in here. Just going to create a flag, call it
example text. Sick. This one's got variant again. Love that. Create.
Variant.
And then
okay, that's what we need. And then variants. Key.
I think we'll just, step one. So this is clean too. These self-hosted versions are pretty clean. I feel like this key is like step 1, step 2, step 3.
Step 1, name 1.
Optional.
See, create.
All
right, we got one. New variant. Also, the key is the actual value.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so you just need like step 2 and step 3. Like you don't even need to do anything there. Awesome.
Perfect. Rules.
Right. Self-host.
Single variant.
Oh yeah, always return the same variant.
Step 1, create. Oh,
sick.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you need to select or search for a segment?
I need a segment.
Oh, I guess we got to create segments.
Yeah. So all users. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, let's try it.
Constraint.
Oh, yeah.
Property name equals.
Is there no any option here?
I don't see any option.
Like, click any and see if
Oh,
we can maybe
At
change
least
it
one
there.
constraint must match. But we
And
need
up. Yeah.
constraint here.
What are the options it gives? Is there entity? What about entity?
Entity equals.
Is there in it exists?
No, it's a value operation. Is one of not equals to.
Oh well, whatever. I mean, leave it as is. I think you're fine. We'll feed the data in about Parth.
Number 1.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Now we have a. And update this just to make sure. Okay.
Okay. I don't love that, but it is what it is.
Create. Okay. All users will get variation 1.
Sick. Okay. Awesome. So now that should be working.
Analytics. All right. Are we good here?
I think we're good here. Yeah, we're good here.
Okay. So if I go, this is done.
Yeah. So we're back here. Yeah.
This OpenFeature Flipt provider. Let me make this a little bigger so it's easier to read.
Oh, this one you don't even need a key. I like that.
Oh, That's because
they're assuming you're only running yours for you.
Yeah. The OpenFeature NodeJS example, and then all right, Flipt provider.
Awesome. Are required. Please make sure to install Flipt.io at versions 1 as the client APIs. Do we need to install that? It's not telling us to do that. I'm assuming it's going to do it as a pure dependency.
It should do it as a pure dependency, but it doesn't. I don't know if it does it. Let's see. Let's go back here. And then we need to import the provider.
What is happening? There are some things happening. Not found. Folks, if you're watching this, you potentially should go and take a look at your npm stuff, because there seems to be some issues here. Like, this is good documentation.
Yes.
Like, this is well documented. I don't understand why we're having all these issues getting it set up. Maybe go in and
official Node server SDK.
I mean,
let's go here.
Maybe go grab that.
It's the other way around. It's the other way around.
And then, okay. And then what version did it say we needed here? We need a version, at least version greater than 1.
Yeah, see, it says add Flipt/Flipt.io, but it's add Flipt.io/Flipt.
All right. I'm going to do a PR. I'm going to do a PR for that right now if it works. Okay. I'm going to go and update that right now.
All right. And does this work? Oh, no. We also probably need both OpenFeature SDK and the Flipt Node SDK are required as peer dependencies. So we need the OpenFeature server SDK. Probably core. Why are they doing at -Flipt, but it's Flipt provider?
I think that Flipt, it's at the top, right?
OpenFeature, Flipt provider. Yeah, I just need the dash provider here. There you go. We got.
Is that another documentation issue though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look, Flipt team, because like that's a small thing, but it's a big difference here. Yeah. So then you should just be able to put in your local host in there and it should work.
Is it just local?
Oh, they namespace things. That's interesting.
Is it 9,000 because it's doing both?
Yeah, I think so. And then what's your yeah?
After gets you can start evaluating feature flags like so. Targeting key, email. Okay, so we need to get string details. Or are we adding context?
Evaluation context.
It
I
should
think
be
we're adding
evaluation
context.
right?
Yeah.
Has the structure. Okay, so we could just use this same structure where we are actually evaluating. That would be in the greetings. Oh yeah, instead of request.user, we can just do
And then just set that to Parth.
was it user
Oh,
or
targeting key.
name equals Parth? Okay. All right. I think we have something we can.
Well, we'll find out. So you need to namespace it. Go up though. Go up in here because when you initialized it in DevCycle.ts, like go up. You see where it says Flipt provider namespace of choice. I think you might have defined that in your Flipt. I just don't know what the namespace was.
Maybe namespaces default.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it 9,000? I think it's 9,000.
What is it running on yours right now? You should be able to see.
So this is running on 8080, but it does take two of them out. Or sorry, the Docker
Does it
is
start two of them?
It has 2 ports.
Okay.
So if you see here, it has port 8080 and the port 9000.
Okay.
This is by both.
You don't even need the port. You just need the URL. Just remove the port.
Oh, is it localhost?
Oh no, because this is our specific example. Never mind. Put back what you had. Put 9,000. We'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, then we'll try 8080. Come on. Okay.
Is this 2? Is this 2?
I'm not sure. Set it to 3 because if it sets to unicorn, then we know it's working.
Yes. Oh, it's disabled.
Okay. Enable and then set it to 3. It was just under the rules, and then set it to show 3 under variant.
Weird update here. Not a big fan of that. Could easily miss it.
Yeah. Okay, it's getting default right now then. We're not getting any errors though. That's a good sign.
Yes. Let's see if there. Oh, actually, this is network. This is on this side, so we shouldn't see any errors. Oh, wait.
Are you running it there?
Okay, let me just close this. Well, I don't know why I'm running it twice. I'm gonna close this and then just do run start. 5002.
Okay, getting an error there. Maybe. Nope, it's there.
No, it just takes a while to been running. Okay, so that's there. Okay. Yeah, try 8080 and see what happens. I tried removing it to see what it would do.
Okay. Oh, so that's...
At least we got the OpenFeature client here.
Yeah, so we're getting an OpenFeature client. So this is good. This is further than we've gotten with the previous 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. All right, but we're still not... I think it's a targeting issue thing. Can you change the... Is there a default setting that you can set? No, there's not. There's no like...
No, I think this...
That's a weird...
No, it's similar to what we have as default, like code defaults, I believe. Let's see if I do step 3 here, does that change it? Yes.
Okay, so good.
So it's same as how we run it.
So it's not talking right now. That's our issue, is we're not actually talking to our platform. Try that as key. It might not be
User ID.
How do they set it? Do it as targeting key.
Targeting key.
Yeah. So the way that they have it set up in their example
Yeah.
is targeting key and then email.
Targeting is the targeting key would be
Yeah.
Parth,
Try Parth for everything.
then
Email
would be
Parth.
Parth. But we would need to add that as the rules, right? Like
Yeah.
the segments.
Go into the segments.
Yeah. And then new constraint property.
Entity targeting key.
targeting
Oh yeah. No. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how this works. After it's initialized, await get string details. Targeting key email.
we need to see the other side of things. So learn more about constraints here. What does it say? But it's not using the targeting key.
Yeah, this is unclear.
But they do have like rollouts and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
let me see if there are anything in console.
Oh, selector search for a flag. Example text.
Name. Parth. Evaluate.
Yeah.
Oh. Name Parth. Evaluate. Oh,
yeah,
I got
so
step 3. Okay.
Okay, so the evaluation rules are correct.
Mm-hmm.
It is seeing it entity ID. That's all good. Okay, so this
I don't
is
know how the context here gets set then.
Example text default. Get string value. Oh, theirs is get string details.
Details. There is a details.
App crashed.
It's because step can be okay. Oh no, it's evaluation details of any of them. And let me just do please get me a evaluation before I let you. Let me know if I'm going a little too early or too quick.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, failed to parse from your URL localhost. So I need to add the actual port.
Yeah, okay. So let's try 9,000 again, or are we going to try 8080? 9,000. Let's see if that works.
I was going to copy the curl, copy as curl, and then where does this go to? Curl x post, and then so it has 8080. It is 8080.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah. So let's just close this. Don't save. I wonder what 900 is being used for.
Okay.
Fetch failed.
Fetch failed. Okay. 8080 is right though. Yeah. So if you look at that curl example, by the way, it actually defined context.
Like this context?
Namespace key default.
So it has flag key, entity ID.
Context name Parth. Key space
It's missing.
default.
It's missing that here.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
all right. Does this curl? Yeah,
Okay.
that matches.
That matches. So that should be working in our example as well. Okay, so
Fetch is failing. I don't know why fetch would fail.
fetch. Okay, that's good. Namespace of choice. We're good there. So this is all working. Get client. So we get our OpenFeature client, and then that's good. And then go into where we use it again in the greeting TS.
Get string detail.
Yeah. So here we're going const step await OpenFeature client dot get string details. Example text, yes. Default, yes. And then add targeting key. It may, oh no, you do have targeting key and user ID. Remove user ID and just keep like targeting key, name, and email, and maybe that'll work.
Like this?
I think so.
All right. There we have it.
Okay, what's our error that we're getting?
Fetch failed.
Fetch
General error,
failed.
fetch.
Fetch failed. Why are we getting fetch failed? Why are you failing, fetch? Why are you failing?
No value. So this should just be. Okay.
Do they have an example in here? We're almost there. We have to not give up on this one. I feel like the third time's the charm. If you go into the provider example, I feel like it's the way that we are like targeting key. Yeah, like, but scroll down because they talk about, for Flipt, we translate targeting key as the entity ID, and the rest.
Oh, targeting key is actually your so we shouldn't add targeting key. Okay,
so let's pull it out.
Because they're saying that targeting key is the entity ID, and if you look here, our entity ID is this.
Gotcha. Okay.
Email and user ID will get added as context, so it will know what.
So then change those to user ID to Parth, and then email to user ID.
Name. I think we have name and email, but anything works at this point. All right, and then.
Oh yeah, number 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I think it was 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Why would a fetch fail? Do I need a?
It may have been. It's the fetch isn't failing still, is it?
I'm just making sure that doesn't fail. So maybe I need to add HTTP in
the localhost area.
Yeah. All right, it's running.
Great. Okay, refresh. Okay, unexpected non-white space character after JSON at position 4. Is it just the extra comma?
It gets added automatically.
Oh yeah.
What that? That means that it went all the way. Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it means that it's
fucking.
Unexpected. What does? Oh, hold on. Yeah, there shouldn't be a comma there. You need to save without formatting. There's a way. Oh, I don't know how you save without formatting in here. Hold on. Save without
formatting.
Oh, there you go. Sick. Oh.
Save without formatting. Did it.
Okay. Same error.
Okay, same error.
So it wasn't there. Oh, wait. Yeah. So their error there, they're giving comma. Oh, the name, email, user ID have to be in quotations. Name and email have to be in quotations.
Oh, that could make sense.
Let's try that. Let's see, it should work now. Yeah. You have to save without, yeah. Okay, still getting an error.
Line 1,
Really?
column 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technically is here, or would it be 2, 3, 4, 5? That's not a
Nope. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think we're remove the slash at the end of HTTP localhost.
Oh,
hey, there we go. That's really tricky. I don't like that. That's a thing that you could solve. Flipt,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, that's a gotcha to put in your docs. Parth, we did it.
Let's just go back and see what we changed exactly. So we came here. We had to change the get string details.
Yeah.
Add our context, and then this becomes step.value because before we just get the string dot value. I think that's
not as clean. That's not as clean as I would have liked to see, but I mean, it worked, and it was still pretty minimal changes from what we had originally.
This took a while to get started, but it worked.
Yeah. So I mean, like, really, like, we didn't need to change. Line 28 never really changes again. Line 30 stays the same.
Yep.
And that's pretty similar across the board.
We don't even need this Featbit stuff.
Yeah, that all Featbit stuff. Like, okay, so we're like 40 minutes over, but let's do a rundown on how we felt about all this stuff. So flag D, getting it up and running, seemed to be very smooth with Docker. Like, there were no issues there.
Yep.
And implementation was seamless.
Yes, implementation was nice.
Looking at, let me pull up, I'll share my screen. So then we jumped over to try out the Featbit, which I tried before. It's really well documented, but there's some issue, and maybe it's on our end, maybe it's on somebody else's, with the package stuff. Like, it, and we ran into the same issue with ConfigCat. So I don't know. There's some issue here, and we did all of the things that we could possibly do to try and solve these, and it didn't solve them. So I'm going to try this myself after the stream and see if I can get it, but I have a feeling that it's a larger issue. But the documentation, it's very well documented. And so I think if we'd gotten there, and we wouldn't have had to change things because it keeps the get Boolean value, get string value. So it would have been less changes there.
Yeah.
Then we tried ConfigCat. ConfigCat had like that 1-to-1 feature flag to response, which I personally am not a huge fan of. I think it's harder to manage. And again, we ran into some issues with
the HTTP issue.
Which seems like, it was like the XML HTTP request stuff. And it sounds like it's been an issue elsewhere before. It's weird because they're using this SDK for front-end applications. So like, they're using their front-end SDK for back-end stuff, which is super confusing to me. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense, and maybe that's part of the issue. Yeah, like, people are running into these issues. There's been like a blog post on it. Like, this issue has been an issue for other people. So I think that there's some challenges there that exist. And then we tried Flipt, and Flipt was actually good to get spun up, but some couple issues there, well documented, but some pretty glaring typos. Like, this typo was a typo. That npm install should literally have both of these, I think. And then there was another typo somewhere.
Right there.
Was it right here?
Yeah, it needs to be Flipt-provider.
Yeah. So like a couple, we'll fix these afterwards. We'll do a PR in here afterwards, but that's it. And then the other thing is, you cannot have at the end of your URL that you use there for setting the provider, you can't have any, like, you cannot have a slash, a backslash, which I don't think is super keen. And then also, you can't use targeting ID. You can use targeting. It's very confusing.
I think the issue was having to, the way it was like set up, it took a minute to get started.
Yeah.
Just because of like you need to create a segment and then rule and like add everything together.
Yeah.
I
get.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would expect it to be one place, which the way we have been doing it. But I think that's just like we are in that mindset as well. So there's that.
Yeah, I agree. It's not bad. Like I definitely liked the Flipt setup, even though it was more time consuming than the setup for ConfigCat. I liked flag-D a lot better than the either. Like if you just need to get started with feature flags and you can do kind of most of the stuff in JSON, in a single JSON file, like do that. Go and do that. Because there is a little bit of a learning curve here, but the fact that we got through like 4 different options in one day is, I think, pretty impressive. Definitely longer than I think we'd hoped to go through. But there's lots of DevTools and DevCools today. Like we explored 4 different DevTools, plus OpenFeature. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how we did. Unless you want to just call it a solid 3 hours and do another one. What are you feeling, Parth? Parth's like, I'm getting out of here, man.
I'm down. I'm down for one.
Down?
More.
You're down? We're already here, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to do any more conversations. All right, let's do one more. Do we want to do the like mother of all feature flag providers as our final one?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's do it. We're going to finish off with LaunchDarkly. Do they have and it's well documented? Of course it is.
All right.
Okay.
I can share and go over it. All right. So we'll do the same thing that we've been doing for all of them.
Yeah, so let's delete that node modules. Yeah, we're just going to clear everything out.
Of this, and then remove node modules. All right, getting started. Drop all that in here. So it does OpenFeature node server, then LaunchDarkly node server, server SDK. Okay. And it looks like we're all in here.
Sick.
Let's grab the providers. I need this provider.
It's like we're probably going to need a key.
Yeah. SDK key. And I don't think we're adding any options.
No, I don't think so either.
Yep.
All right. And I think that's it. Yep.
Sign in. Continue with Google.
do it with the DevCycle email. They might as well know here. No, it's all right.
Yeah.
Just
we can use as a template.
That's fine. Just go in. They're gonna see this. We talked about doing stuff with them, so I don't think there's any issues here. I'm actually like very impressed with all of these. They've all had like a pretty good like onboarding. Personal preference is really what I'm seeing here for feature flag providers. Like it's really how do you want to manage feature flags?
Yes.
And if you like the one-to-one, then you can do the one-to-one. If you like something different, then you can do something different. But the self-hosted versions are actually doing pretty well, in my opinion.
All right. Created an account.
Sick. Now, I
Right,
think LaunchDarkly is one-to-one as well.
Okay, we have an account. We have everything ready. We're going to create a flag.
Yeah.
Call it example text. Key is good. Oh.
They got the same thing as we do. String.
Yep. String variation name.
Okay, I'm wrong. They have the same ideas. Yep.
2. Step 2. 3. Step 3. All right. Default variation when on and when off. Yeah, 1 and 2.
Set the unicorn while on, just because it's more visible.
Oh yes, that makes sense. And then create flag.
On. I don't think we'll even need to set it because right now they don't require segments.
That's true.
To get started, so
turn on.
Oh, really? You've got to do confirmation to turn flags on. Interesting.
But that's because I'm on production. That's why.
That tracks. All right,
Mhm.
where do we grab our key? Client side SDK availability.
No, we don't want that. We just want the key.
Where are you? Key. Targeting, workflows, insights, applications.
Projects. Authorization. No.
No. Go in. Do they not have sample code in there? If you go into the feature flags, do they not give you sample code? They must somewhere.
Code ref, no.
Oh, it's a.
Nope. I don't see it here. I like the history.
Deprecate flag, live events, integrations, audit log, context metrics. How do you get key? SDK key launch darkly. I mean, the setup process was super smooth. Your SDK client side. Where's your key?
Applications? No.
Install application code. Import this client.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah. SDK key production.
Was that in account settings? That was a bit of a. You had to dig for that.
No, it was in project. But
So-
I got there through account settings.
You had to dig though.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for this one, that should be good. And now we just need to set back in the greeting, set it back to, the get string value and then the greeting step instead of step.value. Yeah, and just delete that stuff.
All right, we have this. Just run it. npm and start.
We get an error. Oh no, we got the stream. Oh, there we go. Targeting key.
Oh, evaluation context must be targeting key or key.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I just got it open here. npm. Oh, just set targeting key and then set it to like my key. It's just like literally, yeah, that's fine. That should fix it. Yeah. Sick.
Okay, we got on. And if we just go here and then edit this to serve to and refresh. Yep.
Okay. I mean, good for you, LaunchDarkly. Like, you're genuinely the only real struggle that we had there was
Getting the key.
Getting the key, and that was really not that much of a struggle. So kudos to you for having a pretty smooth process. Flag D, OpenFeature team, kudos to you for creating that. Honestly, even the like ConfigCat team, like your documentation is really well written. It's just like some little issue that we've had with NPM. And I feel like there's just not enough people that are probably using that SDK that it's even something that they're seeing. So please, if you're out there, Featbit and ConfigCat, please take a look. Let us know if it was just us, because it may have been, but it does seem like there's some challenge in there with your with using your SDKs, like, because we were able to do it with 3 out of the 5 that we use. So I don't think it's necessarily us.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's a fair example or conclusion.
It could be. It's entirely possible it's us, and if it is, please let us know. But I mean, I think that's a pretty solid place. We went through a lot of feature flag providers that have OpenFeature. Like, I think y'all did an exceptional job at creating these providers. Like, and kudos to the OpenFeature team. Like the switching in there. I mean, yes, it's 3 hours, and yes, it's an hour longer than we wanted to go. But I would say going through 5 providers in 3 hours with even the debugging challenges that we have with the 2, that was a node issue. We were debugging things. That's not an issue with the OpenFeature standard. I think that's just an issue with like the fact that there's some challenges with like using Yarn versus NPM versus all these other providers or these other package managers. So I think that, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, for somebody to just get started and put like just try a different different provider, like I don't know, somebody on the eng team wants to just go in and change the provider just to see how things are working, or like when you're evaluating different solutions, it makes it a lot easier. It like you change a few things, you're there, it's working. You don't have to change everything. So that's nice. I think that makes it nicer. OpenFeature is doing a great job. Yeah.
OpenFeature doing a great job. I think all the vendors are doing a great job. There's some that we didn't look at just because the documentation isn't there. So like looking at the other providers, there was like some of the other options were like, what were the other options? Server, JavaScript. So there was like CloudBees, which had good documentation. So that one could have worked. Featbit was okay. I think Split didn't really have anything. No, Split, I'm giving all the wrong ones. Split does have good ones. PostHog doesn't really have a lot of documentation in there. And neither does the Go feature flag provider. But I mean, I think everybody's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, do this yourself. Go try and let us know, because if you end up not having these same issues, like we'd love to know if it was just a me and Parth thing. But I think that we've maybe uncovered some stuff that y'all are going to discover a little bit later on.
That's fair.
All right, Parth, final word for today. I feel like you did all the work. So what's the final word?
I'll say one thing, like when you are like kind of navigating these things, you don't want to be the one that's like debugging issues. You want to just copy the code, the npm install script, paste it, just works, and then you move on to the next step. And with that, like there's a lot of good examples and some examples that just need some work, and they'll be like there. And yeah, I did kind of joke about like not reading documentation and just doing it, but I think that goes for a lot of people. Like a lot of people are just like kind of getting it started while just copy pasting, but very, very cool to just go in and out of different providers. And just like right now, like went through 5 different providers. It was easy, it was simple. Like when most of the things worked, it was there, and it was just like kind of figuring out the small little bits of getting it working. But other than that, I think it was very nice. I think definitely lived up to the hype.
Yeah, I think so too. I would say OpenFeature definitely like lived up to the hype. I think a lot of these providers, these vendors lived up to some hype too. So like if you are interested in trying all of them, the experience is great. It's really just choose your flavor. So next month, I think we should actually do the thing that we were talking about. We should look at Git tools. I feel like we should just like go and look at some of these things, like look at Graphite, look at what the diff, like let's explore some of those. That gives us our topic. We don't even need to think about it for next month. Which is good, because you know that you and I will talk to each other literally the 2 days before the thing.
2 days before, yeah.
Right? But we got there with this one. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we did pretty good. I think we got some stellar content out there for anybody who's interested or watching this. Yeah, and I'm gonna do a table of contents for this video, so that, and I'll link out the different applications so that people can actually go, and instead of watching the whole 3-hour video and watching us get set up in Zed, you can just kind of go to the different chapters.
Also, maybe like if we're just linking their documentation and it's updated, then they can just get that updated documentation in the field. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, everybody. So with that, I know I said that we were going to do a giveaway today, so I will honor that. So if you are interested in winning or the chance to win a $20 DevCycle gift card, which I send you through email, all you got to do is head over to the DevCycle community. The link is at the bottom. It's just bit.ly/DevCycle Discord. You can get, you just at me or Parth when you're in there and say, I want to win one of these gift cards. There's 3 gift cards that are on the lines right now. Head over to our Discord, ping one of us there. And if you're one of the lucky winners, then I'll follow up with an email with a gift card. So at one of us over in Discord if you're interested in that gift card. But other than that, I think we've officially overstayed our welcome in your lives. It's late. It's like 4 o'clock for Parth right now. It's the end of the workday. He's got to go home. Well, he is home, but he's got to go to a different room or like change his computer to a different computer. But thank you so much, everybody. Parth, always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, so everybody else, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. We'll see you back here a lot next week. We're all going to be in Paris. I'm going to be streaming a lot from Paris at KubeCon. So be sure to tune in next week to all of our channels to hear from all of us in a slightly different time zone. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you around the DevCycle community. Bye-bye.
Don't go in there. They're having the let's try to figure out what customers want meeting again. It's gotten a little weird.
Signups are strong, but adoption of key features remains stagnant. What do you do?
We gotta merge that PR. Yeah, we have to. That's our only choice. Okay. We cast merge on the PR for the new dashboard. Oh no.
Your actions have caused the company to go viral for the wrong reason.
God.
Oh no, what do we do?
Roll for initiative.
I can't.
New features shouldn't be left to a roll of the dice. Use DevCycle to ship with low risk and instant rollbacks. Unrolls, re-rolls. How do we make this into a dice pun?